A man who said, "Anywhere provided it be forward, death alone will put a stop to my effort. Fear God and work hard." These are the sayings of David Livingstone, who lived from 1813 to 1873. He was a Scottish missionary, a doctor, and an explorer who helped open the heart of Africa to missions. His travels covered one third of the continent, from Cape to near equator, from Atlantic to Indian Ocean. This great story. David was the second son of his father, and at the age of 20 he came to the Lord, led to confess Christ by reading a book written by Dick's Philosophy of Future State. Life of Henry Martyn, and the great missionary, the medical missionary to China, Charles, fixed his life purpose. It was his desire to show attachment to the cost for Jesus, who died by devoting his life for his service. 1840, at the age of 27, he went as a missionary to Africa. The reason was he stayed once in a pioneer missionary to Africa, Robert Moffat's house, an ordained missionary in a chapel in London. Only one night's visit to his home, that all-night conference about mission, closed in the morning by David reading Psalms 121 and Psalms 135 at the family worship. This future missionary explorer was walking towards Glasgow on his way to Africa. After the conversation with Robert Moffat in 1940, he went to Africa. He sailed through Cape Town, went to interior parts as per the desire of Robert, and he stayed there, and his desire was to labor where no white man has worked at all. One of the villages where he stayed, there were a lot of lions. Once one of the lions was chased by the villagers, and it attacked David Livingstone on his shoulder, tore the flesh and broke his arm. Though he had a gun, he couldn't shoot because of great pain. Self-denial and losses, undertaking which involved fearful hardship and much of self-denial. It was about this time he wrote, "I place no value on anything that I have or possess except in the relationship to the kingdom of Christ." Can you believe that? Taking his wife and children to Cape Town, in midst of a lot of tears and heart struggles, he saw them sail off to England in 1852. And in 1853, after 7 months with untold hardships, he journeyed, and he had 31 attacks of fever. And after 16 years of absence, he came down to England. And while he was in England, he wrote the first book, Missionary Travels, which was a great success, which had great awakening about Africa. That was a change of so many things. 1858, David Livingstone returned to Africa. 1869 to 1871, 2 years he spent his journey from different places, perhaps the saddest years of his life. Thousands of villages about Moffat told, which caused him to give his life to Africa. He himself preached to thousands and 10,000s of natives. But by 1871, his strength was lost. The final victory, he rested quietly on 30th. But at 4 on the morning, May 1st, 1873, the boy who slept at Livingstone's door wakened, beheld his master fearing death, called Susie. By the candle still burning, they saw him not in the bed, but kneeling at the bedside, with the head buried in his hands upon the pillow. The sad yet not unexpected truth soon was very evident. He had passed away on the furthest of all his journeys without a single attendant. but he had died in the act of prayer offered in that reverent attitude. That was the death of David Livingstone. 1874, the body was buried in honors in Westminster Abbey in London in April 18th. That's the story. One of the quote what David said after hearing Getzlaff speak on a spiritual need to China. He said this way, David Livingstone said, "It is my desire to show my attachment to the cause of him who died for me by devoting my life to his service." His missionary calling. This young Scottish man, after his completing his medical education, he involved in 2 years study in Glasgow. And he was hearing Robert Moffat once speaking. And he was talking about Africa, concerns of millions perishing in Africa. The depths of his soul rose up hearing that. It says this way, those 20 words are historic, used by God to write an amazing history, what Robert said. And these 20 words are these: I have sometimes seen in the morning the smoke of 1,000 villages where no missionary has ever been. This changed his entire life to be a great missionary. You can learn 3 great things from this. Amazing prayer life, very clear purpose on what to do, and he practiced his prayer life and purpose. Let's be like this and change the world for Jesus.